If I gave you a baby right now, what would you do with it?
Where'd you get the baby?
A stork dropped it out of the sky. I gave it to you because I'm 15.
Jane,
Okay.
you do know the stork is not real, right?
Be quiet.
Who are you and what do you do for a living?
My name is Christina Wilson, and I am a medical assistant in an independently owned abortion clinic.
I am Sophie, and I work in business development.
I'm Jaden, and I'm 15 years old.
Today you're going to be guessing who has had an abortion from a line of strangers.
Okay.
What do you think about abortion?
Well, personally, if let's say my wife wants abortion, I would lean towards keeping the baby, but it's her decision in the end.
What types of people get abortions?
People with uteruses.
People who don't really want to have kids or don't like children.
Have you ever had an abortion before?
Yes, I've had 3.
Last year, I got pregnant. I was unemployed, and I immediately knew that I didn't want to keep it. I'm so grateful that I had that option.
Do you know if kids at your school are sexually active?
Maybe.
Do you talk to your friends about sex?
We make sex jokes.
All right, you ready to do this thing?
That's what she said.
Hi.
Hi.
So everyone looks like they have a uterus.
What's your name?
Tiana.
I'm Christina. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Are you on birth control right now?
No. I had the IUD for like a year.
Did you not like something about it?
I just feel like I gained weight on it, so I didn't like it.
Yeah, that stuff messes with you, man. As I've
Yeah.
gotten older, I'm like, what the heck?
Are you a virgin?
No.
Do you like children?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna say they did have an abortion because they don't like children and they're not a virgin.
I have had an abortion.
Wait, I was right?
Yeah, you're right.
Can you tell me about that experience?
It's very new to me. I only got it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. So I decided to get the pill. So you take one pill and then it stops the growth of the pregnancy.
Oh.
And then the next day you take the second one and you miscarry. So you bleed.
Oh.
Don't forget to do the follow-up.
They were supposed to call me and they haven't.
Oh, you can call them.
I'm gonna after this.
Hi, I'm Sophie.
I'm Erin.
How old are you, Erin?
I'm 47.
Do you have any children?
No.
Are you a virgin?
Am I a virgin? No.
Okay.
How do you feel about sex?
I was an escort for almost 20 years, so my feelings are complicated.
I'm gonna guess no, because you said you were a sex worker, and in my mind, you're probably doing your best to not get pregnant.
Yes. If you're having sex for your whole life and you're over 40, chances are you've probably gotten pregnant. You don't have any children? Okay, you probably had an abortion.
I don't know why, but I feel like you didn't have one.
I've actually had 4.
Oh, okay.
They were all over 10 years ago. I wasn't super careful at that time. I didn't really have a really strong method of birth control. At work, I always did, but then with my partners, I didn't. How many abortions do you think is too many abortions?
I would say maybe 3. I think if they're responsible enough, I think 1 or 2 is fine.
I used to feel kind of similarly. People are like, why did you keep making that same mistake? And then I realized I don't think an abortion is a mistake or a punishment. If that makes sense.
Do more abortions you get affect you at all?
No, I mean, we've progressed a lot medically, so it doesn't affect fertility at all. And there's tons of people who have had 5 abortions, 6 abortions, 7 abortions.
I wonder what the record is.
You look fantastic and happy and radiant.
Thank you.
But there's something about you. Do you have children?
I do.
See, I also have children. It's a something. It's something in the eyes.
What do you do now?
I actually work in reproductive health care.
Oh,
Do you like young children at all?
I do, yes.
Probably my guess is no. Generally, I think people who like children tend to not get as much abortions, but I could be wrong.
I have not had an abortion.
Oh, okay.
what kind of reproductive health is that what you said you do?
I actually work with Cedar River Clinics,
Yay!
who's also an abortion provider here in Washington State.
Is it easy to sign up or get an abortion?
Depends on where you go. Sometimes in other states they will require that you have an ultrasound first and then you have to wait a day. We don't require any of that. If you need an appointment, we can get you in today, then we will.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Nina.
Are you pregnant now?
I am pregnant
And
now.
how many weeks are you?
I'm 25 weeks today.
What's your first impression? Nina's whole look, whole vibe.
You have giant earrings.
I do have giant earrings. This is a true statement. Is there anything else you notice about me?
You got some colorful shoes.
I'm gonna stop. I feel like we put you. I'm pregnant. So I'm about 25 weeks pregnant.
Do you have children?
I have 2 kids.
Between your kids, like, were you on birth control?
Yes.
Do you think you're responsible to have a third?
I mean, I do. I do think I'm responsible enough to have a 3rd child. But thank you for questioning that.
I'm gonna say she has not had an abortion. She has 2 kids right now, and she's pregnant with one right now.
You've said you've always been on birth control unless you didn't want to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, no, you haven't.
I have had an abortion. We had been trying for a while. It was very much a wanted child. The Friday that we all got sent home in the pandemic,
Yeah.
I found out I was pregnant. I didn't go into the doctors initially because, it was COVID. I went in at about 12 weeks and the fetus was malformed. It looked weird. I started a miscarriage, so I started bleeding and I just wanted it to stop. So I had what they call a DNC. I had a surgical abortion.
Did it feel like you had a miscarriage?
Yes. And I got to make a choice to be I'm fucking done with this. My heart is broken in half and I don't want to feel this way anymore.
That makes sense.
I said goodbye to the byproduct or whatever was, in the trash can, which I think creeped the nurses out and doctor out, but whatever. But it was a great experience, honestly.
I just want you to know that it's not weird that you want to see it or say goodbye to it.
Really?
Not at all.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing your story, Nina.
Thank you for listening.
Do you like children at all?
I don't mind children. I prefer not to share space with children, though.
So judging by you said that you don't really like children, you have not had a kid.
No, I have had a kid.
Oh, what's his name?
Maverick.
That's a good name. That's a really good name.
It was a good name.
How were you talked to about sex, if at all?
It was very weird because I knew when I was 9 that, I'm non-binary, I'm trans.
Okay, well, you just said you were trans. So I'm going to say you haven't had an abortion simply because you don't have a uterus.
I do have a uterus. And I have had an abortion twice, actually.
Just cancel me now, please. God.
No canceling. It's just a learning process.
Okay.
Yeah, so I identify as non-binary, but
Okay.
I was assigned female at birth. Not all non-binary people identify as trans. And for the longest time, I didn't identify as trans either, but I do now. But yeah, I've had 2 abortions. My pregnancy was very high risk. I was also experiencing houselessness at the time. And I was just I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
If I gave you a baby right now, what would you do with it?
Where'd you get the baby?
A stork dropped it out of the sky. I gave it to you because I'm 15. And said, it's yours now.
I'll probably hang out with the baby.
Do you have any children currently?
I do. I had him the day before my 17th birthday.
Oh, wow. And what made you choose him? Because to me, that's such a young age.
He chose me.
Oh,
And it just worked out that way.
I think that's great. No, I feel the same way about my first.
My guess is that you have not gotten an abortion because you said you have your kid.
You have not had an abortion.
You're right.
Okay.
I mean, I think that if I got pregnant today, probably flushing it.
Oh.
I don't know. It's probably gonna go. What are your feelings around virginity? Does it hold weight?
I don't want to lose my virginity before I'm 18 because I don't think that's when I should be doing it. Are you still sexually active?
I wish.
Are you currently partnered?
I have a baby daddy that I occasionally have sex with, but I shouldn't.
Well, it's attractive when they're a good dad, it's hard.
Yeah, he is a good dad.
What was growing up for you like in your family?
My mom's side is Catholic, so I was baptized Catholic and went to mass.
Are you religious?
No, I'm spiritual.
Okay. I'm gonna guess yes, that you have.
You have had one. Most of the time when I've asked people if they have kids or not and they said yes, that automatically made me think, oh, they did not have one. But now I'm gonna change that. So I guess that's my final guess.
You're right.
I also had an abortion after already having 2 children, but what was the reasoning for you?
I was having a terrible time in postpartum. My mental health wasn't good, and I felt like it would be so unfair to myself and my kids and my partner at the time. I hate going into doctor's offices, so I was so relieved to find out that I could do it just in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah. Nice.
They send you the medication to your doorstep. I had like new comfy pajamas and I took it and it was like super easy.
Well, I'm so glad you're able to take care of yourself, because I think a huge factor for a lot of women, including myself, is where are you at? Not just financially, but mental health wise.
Totally.
Thank you.
Did you learn anything new today?
I'm learning that I'm semi good at guessing if they have an abortion or not. My opinion has always been like, I prefer like to keep the baby. My opinion now is kind of like, it's their decision, and especially if all the stories I've heard like about like the miscarriages and stuff, abortion would really be needed and stuff.
Why do you feel like people don't talk about abortion more?
People have a lot of shame about having abortions and guilt about it being not a bad experience.
I just really appreciate that people like myself and all of these people as well were able to share. This should be the norm.
Are you gonna talk to your bros about abortion?
I'll show them this video.
Thank you, Jaden.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.